Alright guys, AJ's Green Thumb here. So I am at the site where I'm getting this 10 by 12 pergola put in. Look at how deep that hole is. Woo! Look at the roots. I'm telling you, that's one issue I'm dealing with for any type of construction project is the roots. Look at the roots in there. All right. So this location here, we're gonna have the 10 by 12 pergola. And the issue that we're obviously running into is excess water from 2 days of rain and sleet and snow. So essentially, let's give some perspective here. You've got a fence right there, okay? You've got a planting bed over there, as you can see. So from where you see that orange flag right there, it'll go 10 feet across, and that's the back end, and then it goes out 12 feet to that other flag right there, essentially where the two posts are. So we'll come back and check on this a little later. So back over here is the main pergola, and it is a 12 by 12 foot pergola. And one of the challenges we're having, again, is the excess water. So these guys have got little buckets and pails and such. Look at all that water down there. It's to the point where the contractor was asking me, hey, do you guys have a pipe or something running under here that's probably leaking? And I said, no, buddy. This is all water from Mother Nature. So, kind of give some perspective here. Turn this around. So here, it's pretty bright. So here's the stairs coming from the carport. And here is my magnolia and the sedum and the boxwood bed. Below that is the veggie bed walkway with the veggie beds. And when I turn around, this is pretty much where the 12 by 12 feet pergola will be. That's where they're having the most challenge with all the water, because the backyard is lower than the front yard. So when it rains, all the water comes rushing to the back. And as I just showed you, before I had this retaining wall put up, it was pretty much a slope where all the water would rush and come down to the backyard. So that's what they're dealing with. All right, so I think I've turned around enough to make you guys pretty dizzy, but we'll have to just check back on the progress. I'll come back out a little later and see how things are materializing. So here's the outline of this 20 by 20 patio that'll be underneath this pergola. Pretty sizable patio. Ooh-wee. Look at all these cicada holes. Wow. Look at that. Guess you can call this a beautiful mess. So yeah, this will be a sizable patio. Look at all this room I'll have out here. To put some furniture out here, table, chairs and whatnot. And over here is the walkway. How about we just walk the whole length of it? So it's supposed to be 3.5 feet. 2, 3, 4. Looks like it'll be 4 feet. So I actually get what I wanted. Huh. Ooh. Okay. It's a decent length. And this is a generous walkway, I tell you. Look at all those cicada holes. Wow. This is pretty impressive. Okay. So they went down roughly, I don't know, probably 5-6 inches. Okay. So that's how they ended it. All right, so it snakes. Which means I'll have this for planting bed. I can dig it. All right, so this is day 2. I'm about to go back here and check out this progress of the 2 patios and 1 walkway. Let's see. Okay. What's going on, fellas? ¿Qué pasa contigo? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien? ¿Y tú? Sí. Okay. Nice. Oh, look at that. That's pretty deep. That's roughly 6 inches, I want to say. It's about 6 inches. 6 inches deep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very nice, man. Huh? Okay, so it has about, I'd say about 50 million pieces of roots down here. And it's very deep. All right, so this one over here has not been necessarily dug out yet. They're gonna work on that pretty soon. So there's the spot. Pergola and patio. This is a big ass patio, yo. This that costs the most money. This is a big bitch. Yo. And that's a good look with Lady Banks. Okay. You pay for it, you get it. This is pretty deep. This is good. We need this nice and deep. We need this nice and deep so that all of that aggregate, hardcore, and pavers can absorb all of this water. Let me tell you something. A survey is the best thing coming. You gotta survey your shit. It's the only way you can make the right decisions. All right, so what we're gonna do is walk the length of this. These boxwoods are taken off. Look at that heavenly picture of that smoke bush back there. It is spectacular. Look at that. These coneflower, unfortunately, have to be cut back to be able to check them out through all the foliage up front. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All of these yarrow are all like glowing in the night. So these grooves right here, we're either gonna, see what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this a project where we bring the border material, okay, as close as possible to the patio. That's what we're gonna do. And I know why she wants this done that way. It saves her men work. They don't have to make cuts to put in between the border and the walkway. I already know that, number one. Okay, but number two, I think it just makes better design sense to do so. You know what I mean? It makes better design sense to do so. So that's what we'll do. Because they have a pretty sharp edge, and I like to capitalize on that. So right over here, we'd probably bring it right up to there maybe, and then the rest we could put ground cover. Yeah. Because all of that new space behind the walkway will be planting bed. That's gonna be a deep, deep plant bed. All of that will be a deep plant bed. Walk the walkway, okay? If you're paying for it, you should be able to do whatever you want to do. Okay. I like how they cut that, yeah? And they cut as much as they could right there. See that? The rest of this, they're just gonna have to cement it out. Cement all of that out. All right, guys, so clearly I've been doing a little bit of construction back here. So I've got 2 screens for this intimate area right here, which has a 10 by 12 foot pergola and a 20 by, I want to say 13 or 14 foot wide patio. Mosquitoes are buzzing me in my ears right now. I had the guys build me a planting sphere. Okay, we normally would call that a planting box. Let's just say I added a little bit of garden accoutrement back here. So this is kind of like a secret hideaway. Eventually, this climbing hydrangea will go up and over the pergola and create a nice canopy, more dense shade back here. So the unfortunate thing about climbing hydrangeas is that you got to be really patient in the first few years. I'd say the first 3 to 5 years. So I went ahead and purchased a more mature specimen to kind of, you're paying for growth and you're paying for the nursery taking care of a plant up to a certain age. All right, friends, so this video was a chronology of clips, video clips, pictures, and so on and so forth of the journey of me putting in pergolas and patios, all spanning roughly 6 months. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all on the next AJ's Green Thumb exclusive. Take care.